morning, everyone, and welcome to my live broadcast where we are going to be talking about Are You Feeling Stuck? Plus, there is a special announcement at the end of this live, so I cannot wait to get started. So, we are broadcasting live right now in my domestic violence for healing and empowerment. We are also broadcasting live on my Facebook fan page, which is Let's Break the Silence. Good morning, Allie. And if you are watching this live right now, please hashtag live in the comments. Please let me know where you are tuning in from. And Allie is here. Good morning to you. Great to see you here as always. And if you are happening to catch the replay, depending on what time zone you're in, please hashtag replay. So I am super excited to, start off the new year on the right foot. I celebrated my birthday last Friday. It was actually the whole weekend, and we had a snowstorm here on Sunday, so it's great to see you here too, Allie. I'm very happy you're here, very, very happy you're here, and I can see your transformation. You're doing quite amazing. Allie has been part of my Facebook group and my family of my community of sisterhood, I would probably say for 4 years now. And we've become very close friends. I mean, Allie and I are sisters, and I'm very happy that she's here. And so let me just get cut right to the chase. So, what I want to talk about today is Are you feeling stuck? Now, I know for myself. And yes, absolutely, Allie. Okay. And by the way, everyone, this broadcast will be live on my Spotify channel, which is Let's Break the Silence with Angeline. And it will also be live on my YouTube channel tomorrow morning at, I would say, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So this broadcast will be live on my podcast because I want to share this subject that I feel a lot of women struggle with. So let me know in the comments below. Are you feeling stuck right now? Please hashtag stuck in the comments below if you feel that you're feeling stuck right now. And it could be anything. I mean, do you feel stuck in a relationship? Do you feel stuck in a toxic relationship? Do you feel stuck maybe at work, or maybe do you feel stuck just in general? Let me know in the comments because I can certainly relate to this. I could certainly, relate to this subject because I know that I struggled with this for a long time, especially as I was transitioning out of my toxic relationship and my marriage, actually, and, domestic violence. So if you're struggling, hashtag struggle in the comments below, and don't be shy because there is vulnerability in sharing your story. Because actually, regarding feeling stuck, the key is that we need to arrive at a place before you can leave it. So, in order to become unstuck, we have to arrive at that place before you can leave it. And I was listening to a TEDx speaker talk about this. Okay, so it can be physiological. You could be feeling anxiety. You could be feeling overwhelmed. You could be feeling stressed. And that is normal because essentially what you're doing is you are reaching your breaking point, which happened to me, and I'm sure to Allie too. You reach your breaking point. There comes a time when you have to break through that resistance so you can move into ownership of your life and experience that breakthrough. So breaking through that resistance, it basically stops people from being, it's a culprit. So what happens is, and I was part of a mastermind last night, and breaking through that resistance simply means this, that we want to avoid the pain. All of the above. Okay, let me just see. Oh, okay, all of the above, right. We want to avoid the pain because guess what? When we break out of our comfort zone, there is going to be some pain. You have to go through the pain in order to reach your purpose in life. It has to be messy. In other words, you just have to do it and not let it be your culprit. So if that is making sense to you, please let me know in the comments if that is making sense to you. And I'm so glad that I am, doing this live and talking about this subject because behind every resistance is pain avoidance. And believe it or not, you're going to be surprised at this statistics. Are you ready? Right, exactly, Allie. So 80% of people who are feeling stuck fail at this. 20% follow through and work around it. So 20% of people actually make it. They actually have reached the point where they don't want to feel stuck anymore, whether it's in a relationship, in a marriage. Like me, I reached my breaking point. So when I reached my breaking point, that was it. I didn't care. I didn't care, if I had any money in my bank account. I was sick and tired of feeling stuck. So I did something about it. And you all know what I did. I invested in myself. I invested in personal development. I focused on things that propelled my life. I started to surround myself with people who believed in me, surrounded myself with mentors. I joined a health and wellness company that changed my life. And then the next thing you know, a year later, I flew to Los Angeles to attend my first summit. And then we all go from there. So another thing that holds people back is, what are your beliefs in self talk? What beliefs are you holding that you have to let go of? If this is something that you're struggling with, please let me know in the comments. So write this down. What beliefs do you hold that you have to let go? Okay. Because there is power in letting go. Okay. And purge things that contaminate your soul. I was talking about that earlier. So I've done a lot of purging actually for the last couple of months. I've been doing a lot of purging, a lot of self-reflecting, because I always want to improve myself. I never want to feel, if I do feel stuck at one point, that's okay, because I know that that's only temporary, and I know I am going to propel and power through it. Okay. So another thing, okay, it doesn't always go back to childhood trauma. It could be you're feeling stuck regarding your job. Now, there was a woman who reached out to me a half hour ago before I went live, and she was feeling stuck because she had lost her full time job and she was looking for advice and direction. So I gave her some direction. So thank God that she's on her way. But, she's a good friend of mine. So I'm always, here to help. But, maybe she was feeling stuck. Like she asked me a really, really good question. So let's talk about this. How did you handle your transition from corporate to self employed? So this is what I told her. Because when I left my full time job last year, yes, it was an adjustment because I had that structure. I was getting a full time paycheck every week, I was getting health and benefits. However, it didn't align with me. So, last year, 2023, was all about alignment. And the position at that time did not align with my beliefs. So I let go of that. I finally let go of that. And I'm glad I did, because if I didn't leave last year, I wouldn't have flown to Chicago. Okay. I flew to Philly to meet a podcaster, and actually, she is an activist for women. And it didn't stop me from flying to San Diego, not once, but twice. So in October, I attended a live event for women, for Christian women. And that was very, it was uplifting and empowering. And then in December, I was asked to speak at a deep dive mastermind event in San Diego. And I was talking about healing techniques that I incorporated, and I was talking about, women and men. So, healing techniques that I use to help me move into ownership. So, once you break through that feeling stuck, the world of abundance opens up. So I want to read what Allie says here. 2 years ago, I had the belief that I had to have everything under control, that I had to have all my ducks in a row, which I found later that did not serve me. There you go. By doing this, I ended up throwing myself under the bus metaphorically. I remember that, Allie. And I totally see. And I remember I called you. I was sitting in the parking lot of Target. I'll never forget this. And we talked for about an hour. And I'm so glad that myself and other people, mentors, were there for you to help you work through that. Yeah, I mean, I had that belief too. And that's a good point. I'm going to show this again. Right, Allie, you had the belief that you had to have everything. And me too. Like, I had to control everything. Now I delegate. I have a virtual assistant who works for me Monday through Friday. Okay. So I delegate my podcast because it was like, I wasn't accomplishing anything by having me do all the work. So there is power in letting go. And that's one thing I did. I let go of that control, that everything that I had to have under control. And right, exactly. Good for you, Allie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you brought that up. See? You see that? We don't have to have everything under control. We can delegate. There is power in delegating because it frees you up to do the things that you want to do. Now, for instance, while I was in San Diego in December speaking at this live event, which I'm very proud to say, very proud to say that I'm going to have a speaking reel prepared for that. And that is uncomfortable for me. Okay. That is uncomfortable, but I'm working through it. And I had a meeting yesterday with the videographer, and the speaker reel will probably have that in the works very soon. And that's going to be sent out to potential paid speaking gigs. And that includes TEDx. So, talk about jumping out of your comfort zone. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. And I just spoke from the heart. I shared my story, right? Letting go. And right. And that's another thing, letting go, then forgiving and setting healthy boundaries. And I had to set some healthy boundaries recently with some people. Okay. Forgiving and then setting healthy boundaries. Exactly. Exactly. And I have done that. I shut off my phone. You ready for this? At 10 p.m. at night, and I don't turn it back on. It's a do not disturb until 8 a.m. the next morning. And in the morning, I follow my morning routine, which I'm going to be talking about, later. Thank you. Yeah, I know the TED Talk. Actually, a friend of mine did a webinar last week, and she lives locally in the area. She did a webinar. So once the speaker reel is made, then what's going to happen is it'll be sent out to potential speaking events. And with TED Talk, that's huge. That's huge. And you can monetize your speaking. So, that's something that I'm very, very proud of. So, without leaving that full time job, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So, right, TEDx. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Maybe it's my pronunciation. Okay, TEDx, right. It's a TEDx talk. Correct, correct. So, there's a lot of events going on, New York. And, also it's huge. Right. Now, another example of feeling stuck. That is huge. I don't really feel stuck living here, but I want to travel more. So when I was in San Diego, I stayed at this really beautiful Airbnb in San Diego for the first time. It's okay. I stayed at a beautiful Airbnb in San Diego when I went to the speaking event. And I can tell you this, that opened up my eyes. It was like, you know what? It's just like, fortunately, I am going to be putting myself in a position where I don't have to live here in Saratoga full time. So I'm just going to leave it at that right now. So that's what I am working on right now. So I want to travel. So, in other words, I can take my business anywhere I want, and I can do what I have to do here. So I don't have to live here year round. There's a lot of people, in fact, people who come up here, they only stay for like 3 months and then they go back down south. So, I want to live in a warmer climate. I really do. I'm tired of the snow. So, anyways, but that's it. I wanted to, just share that is the goal, right? Exactly. Snowbirds, exactly. And we can do it. We can do anything that we put our minds to. And that's it. That's it. That's it. No excuses. 2023 was the year of alignment, and 2024 is the year for breakthroughs and abundance. So I see it, and that all comes down to having a vision and a dream and being, emotionally attached to that vision and dream. Okay. So, pay attention to things happening around you. What makes you stressed, worried, or concerned? So, what's holding you back? What is holding you back? And take some time to reflect on your life. Okay. So, if you got value from this live, please hashtag live. Please hashtag, I'm sorry, value in the comments below. And let me see. Oh my gosh. No excuses. Love. Wait till you hear because I am launching a live virtual event for the women here in the Facebook group, in my Facebook group. So like I said, I did a lot of self-reflecting during Christmas, and I came up with this amazing live virtual event that is going to be on Zoom that is going to change your life. Thank you. Thank you. And I love the name of your no excuses. Love the alignment. Right. Exactly. 2023 was the year of alignment. 2024 is the year for breakthrough. So I am launching a live virtual event. And this event that I am doing is for the woman who wants to rediscover herself and be empowered to step into her divine power and identity. So, this will be a 2 day virtual event revealing my 9 step process designed to help you release and heal past wounds that have left you feeling overwhelmed, inferior, and lost. And during this training and during this workshop, I'm going to show you how to uplevel your mindset from victim to victor with specific mindfulness exercises. We are going to utilize the tool of journaling to gain clarity and empowerment. And we're also going to be doing journal prompts. And this will be on live interactive Zoom, not on StreamYard. And we are going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is self care practices, caring for your soul and loving your whole self through self care practices. Because if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love on others. Journaling is so important. Tell me about it, Allie. Absolutely. Absolutely. I journal to this day every single day. And I keep a handwritten journal. I also have journals that are available on my website, which is letsbreakthesilence.com. But focusing on gratitude, and I've been waking up. You ready for this, Allie? I've been waking up between 4:30 and 5 o'clock during the week. The only time I slept in was Saturday, the day after my birthday. But I've been waking up super early every morning and just focusing on gratitude, focusing on my blessings, and focusing on what I do have. Let's focus on what we do have instead of focusing on what we don't have. You are capable of amazing things. So you can buy this journal actually at Target. So here, essentially, it's going to be a 2 day workshop. Okay. So the 2 day workshop, I am going to also show you my favorite solution to rediscover yourself and be empowered as you step into your divine power and identity that will lead you to your true purpose and calling in life that God is calling you towards. Okay. You're going to be given resources to help you reconnect with your passions in life and find your inner joy again. And what makes this workshop different? Because I believe in delivering principles and strategies that will give you proven results when it comes to breaking the silence and standing in your own divine identity and authority as a daughter of the king. So, you know, day 2, we're going to focus on standing in authority. We are going to be focusing on that because I want to create a community, an environment for you to heal and empower you to take back your voice because there is power in your voice. So, this is going to be epic and I cannot wait. So, what I'm going to do is this, I'm going to put the link in the comments. It's let me go to let me see what right, exactly. Right. You take your shower and wash that negativity off. That's what I do. Actually, I have a really, really good morning routine because I'm the type of person who's structured. So I wake up, like I said, do my meditation. I turn on the fireplace because it's a little cold at this time of year. I write down at least 10 things that I am grateful for. And if you're new to journaling, I would recommend starting with 3. Okay. And then you can work your way up. But basically, and then I listen to worship, then I'm dancing and I'm walking, doing like a meditative walk for 30 minutes. Then I go into my workout and then, I take a shower and I'm ready for the day. I have my protein shake and I'm ready to go. So a go getter friend told me yesterday that my stories, it's right. There is power in sharing your story. I have said this time and time again because I can, yeah, walking yoga. Exactly. And when the weather warms up, actually tomorrow it's supposed to be 47 degrees. So hopefully it's not going to be raining tomorrow. Go to the park and go for a meditative walk for 30 minutes. Being out in nature, just getting outside. And when I was in San Diego, I was walking a lot. So I walked to the nearest cafe. I would have coffee. I would have breakfast. I would sit outside on the patio, and just reflect. So there's been a lot of pivoting and changes in my life, which I feel are going to lead to the breakthroughs and lead to my goals because I love to work on goals and everything else. Good for you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. What I want you to do is if you would like to, and because I did a poll in the Facebook group. So the majority of the women want to do the workshop Tuesday night and Wednesday night from 7 p.m. it's going to be from 7 to 8 p.m. So it'll be 1 hour, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So comment, quote, empower, and tag 3 sisters here in the comments below that who wants this too. And here is the link to register. So you go to letsbreakthesilence.com/event registration. So go to that link, and actually at the end of this live, I will post the link to register in the private group because for some reason it's not letting me comment right now using StreamYard. So I'm so excited for this. It's going to be Tuesday night, January 23rd, and Wednesday, January 24th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. There is going to be a giveaway as well. And the giveaway is I am a published author of a book series, the Change Book series with Les Brown, who wrote the foreword on the front cover. So actually that book is going to be released soon, just in time for me to do the workshop. There's going to be a free giveaway, plus a scholarship for my coaching program, for my signature program. So all you have to do is just go here, register, letsbreakthesilence.com/event registration. And please comment empower and tag 3 sisters you know who wants this too, because this is for women. Okay. So let me just see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. You know what? If you could tag, I'm going to tag 3 people myself. Just make sure that the name is highlighted. Okay. Oh, good. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, perfect. All right. So can't wait to see you there. I'm going to end this live right now. Okay. And I want to wish you all an amazing day. And I just want to let you know that my podcast episodes are live every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So please go to Spotify for podcasters. And if you have an Apple phone, please go to Apple and subscribe to my podcast. So I'm also on Google as well. And all the live streams, this will be uploaded live onto my YouTube channel. And I can't wait. So thank you for the tags, Allie. Thank you so much. This live is coming to a close. And let me know if you're watching the replay. Okay. And I would love your feedback. And I would love for all of you to attend my special virtual live event workshop. So essentially, this is what's going to happen. Once you register, there is going to be an email to schedule a 15-minute call with me. Okay. So be on the lookout for the email. Okay. Anyways, have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye.